Hi, I'm Robert. I'm a mental health therapist here at Optimum Joy, and in today's video, I'll be introducing a very simple approach to healing from grief and trauma called the dual process model of coping with grief. Now, before we start, if you yourself are currently on your own journey of healing from grief or trauma, first and foremost, I highly recommend getting the support that you need from trusted friends, family, and possibly a therapist. Now, if you're like me and you're a visual learner, you're welcome to pause the video right now and just do a quick Google search on images for the dual process model of grief. Now, once you've done that, you'll come up with an image like this, and there are a couple other versions. There's one that looks like this. This is more of the technical version, so we'll be going with this one's easier to follow. So first of all, I believe that everyone goes through their own way of grieving, and there usually isn't a clear-cut way or an exact template for grieving the right way. So this model does highlight the complexity of grieving. Now, you may notice yourself through your own grieving that there may be periods of more emotional heaviness, and there may be a time where you need to do a lot more processing of what's happened to you. So in this model, that's called the loss-oriented coping. So this process involves more therapy, could involve support groups, more thinking about what's happened, missing what you lost, or remembering the past. And usually this loss-oriented side, it can be more challenging and hard to feel all those heavy emotions. But really, it's a time for you to be present with those emotions, and that'll help you to get more in touch with your needs. Now, on the other side here, we have the restoration-oriented coping. So for this one, you may notice that there are times in your healing journey where you do have more capacity or energy to invest, or you have more motivation to invest in new friendships, new life roles. And so this may also involve new traditions, just going out and doing new activities. And really, this side of the coping is about balancing out, not so much in a way of escaping from the pain of what you're experiencing, but more so finding a sense of direction in moving forward. And as you notice in the middle here, this is everyday life. So whether that's, in the span of one day or a season of your life, it's normal for you to go back and forth between the two. And so one way to gauge, where you're at or what you need is to think, okay, well, right now, have I done a lot of processing of what's happened? Do I still feel stuck? Do I feel stuck in that? And maybe that's an indication that you may need to invest more in the restoration-oriented coping. On the other hand, if you're finding yourself really investing a lot in doing new things, new activities, meeting new people, but at the same time, maybe you're having memories of what happened and it just feels still very painful and you're trying to avoid that, that could be an indicator that you do need to do a little bit more of the loss-oriented coping. So if this is something that interests you, this is a model that you want to explore more, I would definitely recommend reaching out to either a therapist or those trusted community members that support you, whether they're friends or family. And I hope that you got something out of this. And again, it's just a very quick overview, but I hope that helped, and take care.